guys, welcome. We have some messages we're going to receive here today. And then the moon sign readings will be out here very soon. And we're going to do a couple of special things. Now, let's just see where we're shifting from. We know that the moon is bringing change. We got some change happening. The Three of Airships with the Navigator of Airships and the Aviatrix. Look at that. We got these two cards before at the New Year's reading. We're navigating our way through our pain, our endings. It's like we can't get away from our light. We can't get away from our light. It's like the light for the feminine and the light for the masculine. And they're coming together. The flames. And it has something to do with the Aviatrix. And this is the High Priestess. This is where the energies are connecting. The lights are connecting within the dark. And it's connected to the sun and the moon. We've got the Nine of Engines. So this is the having the ending in order to begin again. And that's exactly what we do. We have our ending. And there's the Eight of Submarines, which is the Eight of Cups. We know we're creating the two. And we have the Six of Engines. And that's the transformation and the victory of the transformation, the healing. The healing from the ending in order to create a new. And you can see where we end in order to create a new. And it's to create connection. It's to create life. It's to create... Look, you can see all the feelings within the cards. You can see the imagery within the cards and connect to your own feelings about exactly the places that we are ending to expand from. And this is the victory, and this is these new energies for 2020. You can see, I love that you can see, like, this is just right after New Year's. New Year's is happening right here. There's all these fireworks popping off within the back. And this, I can see the New Year's presence within this reading. We know that we've completed another cycle, the sun and the earth. Another year has passed. Something has come together. We're starting anew. Something is clicking and in working order, and we're manifesting. And there they are, the lovers, the explorers. This is where we're connecting to the sun and the moon within the Eight of Cups. In a massive, massive way. This is where we start the connection. This is where it just expands. We expand with the light. And it's in order to connect. And we're connecting here. We're navigating our way through the dark with the connection to our light. And it's in order to expand it. Beautiful. I love that the lovers is called the explorers. Like, How perfect is that? That 8 of submersibles, that 8 of cups, it's just like connection, explosion, transformation. Like, wow. But it's like this 9 of engines, you can see there's this energy of the sun, the energy of the moon, and how we're leaving in order to connect. Aries, I am. And there's the energy of the child, and this is the Ace of Flames. This is the flame, and look at that. It's connected to our life's purpose. So what we're doing is we're creating anew with a connection to our flame, the child, just rocking our inner uniqueness, our vibration, our tune. And this energy of Aries, we know it's the child of the zodiac. It just rocks inner uniqueness and shines, but it just expands. It's ready to expand. It's ready to create. So we're creating with our life's purpose. Our 10 of cups. That's our 10 of cups. And it's connected to the 4th house, our roots. We know that that's what we're expanding from. We're expanding from our roots. And this house is ruled by La Luna. And how we nurture ourselves, how we self-nurture, how we've been nurtured within the past, how we're going to continue to nurture within the present. And it's connected to our body. And how we're grounding things here with the lunar eclipse. Here's the Fool. Here's the Ace of Pentacles. Here's the lunar eclipse right here, the change. And we're changing and we're ending in order to have a beginning. And there it is. We're ending. And this is creating from our past. This is the energy of the transformation. And we are having the ending in order to have the beginning. And it's connected to love. Venus, the energy of Taurus. How we're grounding things here with this pentacle. Love. And it's all about transformation. And it's right now connected to the Grand Cross and the Provoker. This card's been making its appearance here. So within my universe, I'm not surprised to see it here right now. This is the message. And there is Taurus. I have. These two cards are the same. This is the 9 of Wands, and this is the 9 of Wands. And this is where we connect to the dark and the light. And we connect to the South Node and the North Node. The South Node being the 10 of Swords, our ending. It's connected to the devil energies, our karmic patterning that creates wounding, and it's what's keeping the masculine and feminine separate. We are breaking the separate. We're creating the connection, and that's also connected to the 10 of Cups. Now the North Node, that's the creation of our life's purpose, our path, connection, freedom, happiness, joy. And the North and South Node are connected to the moon. We know that. And the ecliptic path that the moon takes. And that's the time we're in. And it's about change and transformation and being at a crossroads and having clearly seeing two paths or more than one path. But in seeing this, we're at a crossroads and able to transform. And could be in a crisis. We could be being provoked, right? This is the Grand Cross, the provoker. So we're seeing what's not work so we can fix it to what does. We have to see it first. We have to experience the dark. We have to experience the lack of. We have to experience the pain. We have to experience all these hardships because we're fixing them. We're healing through them, and we're learning it. We're experiencing it in order to learn the transformation process. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. That's thanks to Helen Keller. Thank you, Helen Keller. The Grand Cross is an area of tension in a chart, thus becoming a great catalyst for movement and change. It's a rare astrological configuration occurring when 4 planets form a perfect cross in the skies. These planets are around 90 degrees from each other. So there's 4 planetary squares and 2 planetary oppositions. And so it causes tension and restriction. And this causes pressure, allowing us to exceed and grow beyond our limitations put in our paths. The Grand Cross is the most rare and intense of all. Now, it also represents the 4 directions, also called the Cosmic Cross. Wow, that's very symbolic. And it's symbolic of the 4 seasons, equinoxes, and solstices. Wow, that's beautiful. And this is all about a painful process of growth through a crisis, then renewal, then eventually a greater foundation for happiness and success. And because the energies are in opposition with each other, so they're conflicting, but we transform through them. Isn't that interesting? Meditate on that for a minute. So that's what's happening there. All right, let's just see. Where are we going? Where are we going? That's our messages from the moon. Let's just see what we're expanding to with the sun. Where are we expanding with the sun? It's the 10 of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles. And in the 10 of Wands, we're going to lay down our burdens in order to make it home. It's transformation time. It's time for us to birth new self and to become free. And in order to do that, we're going to connect to all the elements within the energy here of the 4 of Pentacles. And we're going to heal with the flame. And we're going to make it through this maze. And this maze is within our mind. And we're going to reflect through past, present, and future. And we're going to transform here. We're going to evolve here. We're going to create something here. And it's within the box, but it's also within the sphere. This is where the circle and the sphere connect, but we're connecting through all the other elements. We're connecting to the stars and the moon. And we're heart-centered here, and this is connected to our divine blueprint, our path within. And something that's hidden is coming to light within that. Let's ask the ancients. In this, we're putting down our burdens in order to create our pathway home and expand. We're connecting and creating with the elements. The 7 of Pentacles, our growth. This is connected to how we treat others, our connection between our community and how we're growing and expanding here. And it's connected to the 3 of Pentacles. Our 3 of Pentacle pals are soul tribe members. The 4 of Swords. And the Hanged Man. This is connected to how we treat ourselves. We need to start treating ourselves fairly. We need to allow ourselves to put down our burdens. This is, we've paid off our life debts here. We put an end to karmic patterning from the South Node. And that's what this message is saying. It's time for us to expand. To let go. Yeah, we're going to let go. We're going to let go of the devil energies. And there it is, in order to create and connect with the Three of Pentacles. And that's what I could see here in the 7. So we're going to expand from these devil energies. With ourselves. And there's the 6 of Pentacles. And justice is achieved. Karmic scales balanced with the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups. The 10 of Pentacles. And this is where we're going. This is what we're creating. We expand our 10 of Cups with our 10 of Pentacles. Thanks to the Sun. All right. Let's just get a message here. A message from the Sun. We're expanding from the devil energies to create our 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups. And it has to do with too many cards, guys. With the connection to the 6. And that's where we find balance. I brought you over here because I want you to see that these cards tell a story. I really want to get one card, so we'll put them back in the deck when we're done. Reshuffle and try to get one card. But I want you to just see the story of them and how they're connected. And look, we know we're connected to the sun and the moon and the sun, the dark and the light. And this sword is all about how we're already cutting away things to form self when we're just even from birth. We have to cut the cord from our mother, the umbilical cord. And this is about, we have to really think when we're using the sword. Yes, we're not actually, malicious with the sword. We don't want to have malintent, but we understand that we need to use the sword. It's like the scythe. We have to cut away so we can continue to expand, and we just understand that. And it's connected to the energy of the pilgrim. And the pilgrim is the great traveler, the expander, the one who's on the adventure, who's seeking more out of life, more authentic tune, more than just, what everyone else is doing, what else is out there, what's beyond the horizon. And it's connected to the energy of the threshold. And the threshold is all about, we've reached a crossroads. We're going to transform here from the old to the new. We're rebirthing. This is about a death, a metamorphosis, a metaphorical death. And it's all connected to our flame. And this is the message I feel called to read. The flame, the fire, the spark, the glimmer. The ancient yogis saw this flame at the center of the abdomen and believed it to be responsible for our vitality. When it is lit, we are connected to our purpose and sense that life is a sacred gift. It is said that those who cannot see the sacred around them have let their inner flame go out. Think of this card as a call to reignite that fire, to cup your hands gently around those things you've forgotten, and protect the flame no matter how harshly the winds around you blow. It can be an inner archetype that begs you to light its wick. It is likely that the poet, the mystic, or the shaman would call to you with the language of the flame. Wow, that's incredible. Health, mental clarity, good digestion. So we're working with our health, our mental clarity, and good digestion because this has to do with solar plexus healing, sacral chakra healing. We know where we're getting our personal power from our abdomen. And this has everything to do with the Four of Pentacles. And where we started off. Where do we get our personal power from? From the light, from our flame. We're connecting to the divine. We're connecting to our spark. Well, now that we know how important this card is, we're going to keep this card. And we're going to put these other ones back in the deck. We're going to get a reshuffle, and we're going to try to get another message. Gonna get a reshuffle on these cards. Fix the energy in them. Oh, and this card just fell. The Pilgrim and the Maiden. And just like that, this tarot speaks. Here's our message. And as you can see, the Pilgrim is out again. So we're going to read this message directly from the book. As well, we will read this message. The wanderer, the traveler, the apprentice. For the pilgrim, an outward journey is always an inward journey. This archetypical wanderer seeks wisdom, experience, and meaning in the farthest reaches of the globe and the deepest regions of the spirit. Others will wonder when the pilgrim will settle down and claim a more conventional life. But the pilgrim knows that the heart belongs in motion. Where there is motion, there is freedom, expansion, and growth. Responsibilities, social conventions, and logistics lull us to sleep, and soon the pilgrim becomes veiled in the slumber of the day-to-day. Yet when this archetype awakens, it rallies our sense of adventure and leads us out the door towards a new reality. With the pilgrim at your side, you will never lack courage, nor do you need every amenity. Travel light, travel soon, your spirit needs it, and this is the energy we need to be in, to shift with. Learns, grows, adapts, studies. We are all having a deep longing to answer the call, to get unstuck. What are the obstacles between you and the door? Even in the stillness of meditation, the pilgrim feels the movement of the heart towards what it loves. And that's how we're connecting here. This is how we're expanding. The maiden, the virgin, the princess, the innocent, the maiden archetype is the epitome. I said that 5 times fast. Oh, one more. The maiden archetype is the epitome of the innocent arousal. Naive sensuality and precious purity, she is compelling and addictive. Because of her flawless and youthful glow, she's the first archetype in the trifecta of maiden, mother, crone, and rightfully so, because she has so much to learn. The maiden is perfectly positioned for trouble to come her way and subject her to a challenge that leads her to the next phase of womanhood. She must grow up, yet hesitates at the threshold, enamored by the charms of youth. The maiden represents the side of us that is riveted and curious, drawn to shadowy forests, dark nights, and taking just one last taste of poisonous fruit. Her magic is edgy and includes both shame and delight. Let yourself fall down the rabbit hole, young one. Curious, enchanting, sensual, full of vitality. But we're not doing that anymore. We're not falling down the rabbit hole one more time. We're not taking that last sip of poison from the cup. That's looking in that stagnant cup one more time. And that's all connected to the devil energies and the south node. And it's our 10 of cups. It's our north node. We're going forward to the future. What does the moon have to say? How are we shifting there? Well, we know the Ace of Pentacles is here. We're going through the gates. We're connecting to the moon. We're leaving. She's leaving here. This pentacle is blossoming. The moon is within the background here, and she's leaving. She's walking out of the gates. We're going to walk away. And our wishes are going to come true. This activates life and the seed grows. Our seeds of intention grow here from what we walk away from. And we transform. We know this is about metamorphosis, mutation, transformation. From the old to the new. And she has the scythe. And it's connected to the Eight of Pentacles. This is what we're expanding when we connect to the oneness, when we connect on our divine blueprint and path to the light, what we are creating from within to without. That's what's happening here. What are we creating from within to without? It's all about the wand right now. We have the Ace of Wands again. The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, there's a rock here. And this wand split the rock in half. And it's created a new pathway home. There's a new pathway home created here. And it's all about the growth. It's all about the Seven of Pentacles right now. Our intentions, our seed, what we're growing here. What are we growing? Connected to the Lovers. It's connected to the Seven of Pentacles. This Ace of Pentacles. Almost lost the deck. And there it is. The Mystic and the Starborn. The Starborn naturally just feels a sense of destination and purpose, aiming itself towards a future that is beyond the mundane. It's beyond the ordinary, anything we've seen here before. This is Starseed activation. When we see this card, we want to travel back to our birth story for clues and insight. What did you desire when you were young? And that's the Six of Cups. We know this is about the Six of Cups. Practice seeing your life from a mythic point of view rather than as a series of logistics. And you can read the story of the three fates and envision yourself born under the stars with a unique destiny. And that's the connection to past, present, and future, as well as we're seeing our life from a mythic point of view. We're creating with the energy of the fun house with the child, and it's connected to the mystic. The mystic, the seeker, the light worker, the dreamer. The mystic is often misunderstood in our culture, depicted as a wandering or lighthearted daydreamer. Yet, like Shiva, the true mystic plays a critical role in society, remaining fearlessly dedicated to the path of transformation. In order to save the earth from darkness, Shiva swallows the poison of the world and holds it in his throat, slowly transmuting the liquid into nectar. This is the work of the mystic. They do not fear darkness, but rather sit in the presence of it, harness the potential and latent energy behind it, and embedded it with light. They are patient and prudent change makers, seeking growth above all else. Unanswerable questions are the mystic's lifeblood. The mystic reveals in mystery, in the great riddle of life, dancing with the forces of light and dark upon its wings. And that's what we came here to do. Light workers, twin flames, star seeds, guys, we're all activating. This is going now. This is all about our life's purpose, our life's path. We're going in that direction. And we know we're talking about the transformation of the butterfly in the chrysalis, but this is the butterfly just naturally, instinctually knowing what to do. And that's what we're doing. We're activating and naturally and instinctively knowing what to do. And we follow our instincts. We follow our light. This is all about our transformations. Remover of darkness, visionary and ageless. It may seem that the mystic is inward facing, yet its light beams back to the world with the strength of 1,000 stars. And we have the strength of 1,000 stars plus more behind us. We're connecting to our starseed homes. This is beautiful. We're connecting to the light. We also know that this card is directly connected to this one. We are going to get a reading directly about what is happening here, dedicated to this message. Next time I see you guys. This is what we're planting. I want to thank you guys for joining me here. Much love and healing vibes sent your way to create with today. Wow, this is magical.